We get our information where we want it, when we want it, and how we want it. But for golf, are the rules the same?
I absolutely love the game, and the rules are very complicated.
When I want to find something out about the rules, I just want to get to it quickly.
I did see a book that I'd have to read before I start playing, so I would say they're pretty difficult.
Yeah, if I could do one thing in the game, it would be for me to make the rules easier for everybody to understand.
The rules have just remained in the past.
Yes, I think some of the rules are a little unfair.
It's not so much as changing the rules as doing a better job of explaining the rules.
Please make them easier and more understandable for everyone.
Like you, we're golfers too, and we've heard you. We recognize that all the changes over the years have made the rules too complicated and too confusing for many of you. So the USGA and the R&A are previewing a major set of changes to make the rules more consistent, more fair, and easier to understand and apply.
The earliest known rules of the game date back to 1744. Since that time, the rules have evolved continuously, often in response to changes in the game, but more frequently simply to react to unusual or unanticipated situations. From time to time, the game's governing bodies have taken a step back to look more comprehensively at the rules and make more substantive changes. In 1952, for example, the USGA and R&A came together for the first time to issue a single worldwide code. And in 1984, there was a comprehensive reorganization of the rules to try to make them more logical and easier to understand. And now, once again, it's an important time for us to take a step back and complete a fundamental review of the rules, looking not just at how the rules are written, but also how they're delivered to golfers.
We are thrilled to be working with the USGA to help them as they think about what a modernization project can look like for the rules of golf. Education's changing, the way that people learn and the way that people interact with technology. Imagine a future where everyone is able to consume information in a personalized basis at his or her own pace, based upon what they need to know in the moment. That is the vision that we have for every golfer.
Like everyone who loves a game, we know that golf is played across an amazing range of landscapes and courses, and we are committed to making the rules work for all golfers, everywhere in the world. So as we look to modernize golf's rules, we can't emphasize enough that we want to make them easier to understand and apply for golfers at all levels, whether professional or recreational, and for those that are new to the game. But as we consider the proposed changes, it's important that we protect the core principles behind the rules, including to play the ball as it lies and to play the course as you find it. With that in mind, let's take a look at some examples of what we are previewing.
Taking relief from casual water?
I am.
You know, under the proposed rules, that's actually going to be called temporary water. You know what else? You'll no longer be required to drop from shoulder height. You'll now be able to drop from here, or even down here.
Really?
Yeah, as long as the ball falls through the air, so just drop it from above the grass, you're good to go.
Thanks. I really like that change.
Under the current rules, if your ball comes to rest in a water hazard, there are certain prohibitions. You can't ground your club or take a practice swing in the water hazard. You can't move loose impediments in the water hazard. Under the proposed rule, there's a new concept called penalty areas. These areas are essentially what we've always thought of as water hazards, as well as the committee's ability to mark other areas with the red or yellow line at their discretion. Now with this proposed change, those prohibitions we talk about, they also go away. So now you can ground your club. Now you can take practice swings.
And you can move those loose impediments.
Really? We recognize part of our role in the game is to write rules that work for all golfers. So as part of the preview period, we've established a 6-month period for feedback and evaluation. And we'd like to hear from you. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, what will work, what won't work and why, and share your thoughts before August 31st, 2017. Then we'll take all the feedback we receive from around the world, and with our partners at the R&A, we'll finish writing the new rules. Remember, our goal is to make them easier to understand and apply. These rules, they'll take effect on January 1st, 2019. So please visit usga.org/rules to preview all the proposed changes and to give us your feedback. Thanks in advance.